Pisces, to your Saturn and Pisces transit reading. This is for karmic impact and effects. How is it going to affect you? And yeah, looking and seeing what's going on. Already have the cards out. The most important cards, of course, is this Saturn. The part of you that accepts the challenge to gain the wisdom. That's exactly what Saturn wants to do, right? It wants to restrict things. It wants to constrict things. It wants to look at your karmic values, right? Whether negative or positive, bringing in some good and maybe some negative, wanting you to release, refix, grow, gain the wisdom, right? It is harsh. It wants that hard work. Are you putting in enough hard work, right? And it's coming straight into your first house. And because this is Capricorn, let's just go there really fast. Capricorn is the constellation that Saturn rules. So therefore, it wants what? The energy around you is serious, materialistic, hardworking, and bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. And that's what the Saturn is bringing in. Shrewdness and cautious ambition. Are you ambitious enough? I'll let you know. Right? It'll let you know. Remember, it's just like that Pluto in that Uranus. Pluto let you know where you needed to be free, where you needed to start, right? It tried to make you release things that were no longer serving you, whether you did or you were made to, right? But it's going straight into your first house. So this is what people see and the impressions you give out to the world and how you feel about yourself. Are you, it's going to make you look at yourself. It's going to open you up like a veil. It's going to unveil you. It's going to unravel you. And we notice that too because Saturn says, Spirit of the Owl, take a good look around you. Be perceptive of yourself. Do people see you working hard? Do you see yourself working hard? There's going to be a lot of intense emotions going through this and intense experiences because you are a water sign and because you are Pisces. So definitely going to feel like there could be some discouragement in certain areas of your life, right? No matter what, Saturn is going to make everybody on this planet take off their rose-colored glasses, right? No more sugarcoating relationships, whether it's love relationships, relationship with your children, your family, your coworkers, your bosses, yourself, right? So there's going to be constrictions, restrictions, setbacks to help you grow. That's what he's saying. And the Spirit of the Owl is saying, I want you to look deep, deep. What are you doing? What are you doing that you can let go of, that you can improve, that you can grow from? What are you restricting yourself from as well? So getting on that really fast, let's get a card over there. We'll get over here in just a second. Let's do one at a time over here and see what the Saturn is actually telling you. So clarifying that with the moon, using the moon cards. I'm using some interesting cards. Forgive yourself, move forward, forgive others. Beautiful Pisces card. This is full moon in Pisces. What do you have to forgive? What are you looking at so that you can bring balance to your life? Where are your pains, your aches? Look at yourself and say, you know what? This is where I'm faltering and I know it. There's no more illusions. There's no more being in the clouds. There's no more daydreaming. And the only reason they're getting rid of these guys is because the only reason they want this is for the breakthrough from the growing pains. And they're going to give you growing pains. This is going to be a growing pain for the overall, karmic reward. It's going to bring it in for your hopes and your ambitions and changing the karmic decisions that you're making within your life. Bringing in that tough love. You can say Saturn likes the tough love. Right? This could be a time that you also might want to kind of be isolated. It might bring in some isolation. You might even feel like others are isolating you. A lot of people are going to be feeling isolated. Communication during this time, remember, it's only temporary, right? But it's a transformative experience to bring in things that you no longer need. So let's see. I don't need that. Angelic frequencies. Angels are here. You are safe. Okay. And importantly, remember you are in the connection of the divine at this time. It's important for you to remember that connection with yourself, keeping yourself connected to the higher areas of your life so that you can fix these areas, so that you know where you're going. Okay, so let's see. Verifying again. I'm going to use these cards we haven't used since Halloween. Might as well. Realizing that there's infinite possibilities, schools of stars. I love this because this is saying now I'm awakening to the understanding of where I'm holding myself back. What is going on within my life? If bad things are happening to me and my relationships are going downhill, maybe it's because I've been trying to fix something that no longer serves us. We've outgrown each other, but we're trying to hold on to something that doesn't really suit us anymore. So I'm looking deep within myself saying, hey, you know what is it that I truly need? What is it that I truly want? Something more stable, more comfortable, focusing on the weaknesses. It will make you focus on those weaknesses within that relationship, that job, whatever is going on within your life. Yeah. It's going to wake you up and say, hey, come over here, smell the roses. Right? Taking you to the high road so you can be more confident. But there's going to be potholes. Okay. This is going to be a time that you're going to probably want to embrace, even though it could hurt, just to get to the rewards. Grabbing a couple of regular cards over here. Saturn says, I'm discovering something within yourself, making you understand. Definitely going to have some reflection. Bringing in things, yeah. If you're living in the past, you need to forget, move on, leave those things behind. Personal transition, giving you that change. If you have any unfinished baggage, you need to let go of that. It wants you to say goodbye. It's going to try to tear down those walls and tear it away from you. Because it's taking down things that no longer serve you, you guys. There's bigger rewards. Taking away things that there's no room for it. You might think that whatever you're looking at is good for you, and it's telling you it's not. It's not good. It's not going to help you. So with the Capricorn coming in, and this is the hard work, the seriousness, it's going to bring in this shrewdness, and that we just keep hearing the shrewdness. I mean, Saturn is very shrewd, right? And it's just like, wow. I mean, how, wow. And that's just because it wants to get to work. Bringing in those karmic lessons, you might even feel like, I don't know, I feel like with the alabaster tablet of Layla, it's saying, okay, we're going to work through these. I'm going to bring up things again. I could bring up things again that hurt you before that you might have to go through again. Ouch. Ouch. Right? Because it's going to tap into that greater awareness of things so it can actually bring back, hey, you know what? We used to fight and we're going to fight again. Why? Because we've been comfortable. Let's just bring it up as a relationship. We've just been comfortable. We just walk around each other, but we just stay together. Maybe it's codependency because of a child, because of this. We make so much money together, and now it's going to take that. It's going to fight against that and make you guys fight because you're holding on to things that are dead. Right? Allow it to show you the direction of the path. Okay? Well, it's definitely going to do that when it taps right in, right? It's going to create this a kind of vibration coming through you that's necessary to balance what's necessary for you. And then all of a sudden, all the answers that you need shall become clearer right before you and within you. as it's bringing this past incidents back up, bringing the past back to light, bringing things that you've been fighting against, maybe trying to hold on to, thinking I can do this, I can do that, right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to find the real truth, bringing in the real truth to the situation. Then you're going to be asking those questions, right? Why am I allowing this? Why am I doing this? I put in all this hard work for what? Leave the past behind. That's really what this is all about. That's what it's telling you. Attend to the details. Wow, you guys got 3 cards. Attune to the divine. And yeah, look at that. Could be dealing with a Virgo, doesn't have to be, but we do have Capricorn, Virgo, and Pisces coming out. But I will tell you one thing, it is going to literally attune you to the divine, putting you in this overall awareness. As you are daydreaming, your intuition is going to start really popping, guys, and it's going to be like telling you, you know what to release, you know what you're supposed to do. It's going to, like I said, take away those sugarcoating ideas that you have about whatever situation it is. And, and it's all about, because of your first house, is what your needs are. How are you going to move and grow? Is this holding you back from your needs and growth? Okay. So the gateway over here, the Capricorn energy from that Saturn is opening up for you, is saying, hey, look, yeah, anchoring for a grounded action, keeping yourself grounded. Grounded means in reality. It's giving you a reality check. I worked too hard for this. Now I'm getting a reality check. So it's going to bring in that reality check. Then you're going to realize where you place your roots. What are you doing? Even though it's the first house, it's not anything about the 4th house, my friends. What it is it's about who are you and what are you doing? How is your person seeing you as well? But you're really going to be asking more of the questions of yourself than you're going to be worried about what they're seeing. For sure. Because in seriousness, Saturn really doesn't care what anybody else thinks. They care about what you're doing. Yeah, and this is where you're going to find the respect and the leadership and the stability. Really putting down the rules and the laws and the authority for the control and discipline. That Saturn loves discipline. He was going to bring back that discipline. Being very practical about the situation, because like I said, they don't like no rose-colored glasses, guys. Things that keep you in the fog that aren't practical. So whatever is going on in your life, and we all have them, you have to look at that area of your life and say, I already know what it is. And you guys' intuition is already open. You already know what it is that you're trying to hold so dear to, that you know is probably either seriously not working, seriously probably will never really work, or seriously will never get off the ground to do anything, but maybe I put all my money into something that I know will never happen. Whatever it is, right? On a real practical note. And if you are doing things like that, it's because Saturn's trying to tell you, you have a path over here. So where do I really need to be? If this relationship is not working, let me bring something in that's better for you. You keep holding on to this, I can't bring anything good for you. So you just keep causing karmic ties, karmic ties, karmic ties. So with the first house over here, let me give you karmic rewards instead of karmic ties, right? With the first house over here, you have the Niki of the infinite light. This is saying, I want you to look at where your possibilities really shine. I want you to see yourself now as shining in the light, bringing down the hopes, the ambitions, being who you truly are and living up to your potentials and your values. Are you being valued? Are you actually going after real potentials? Do you feel like you're really getting to where you need to be? Okay. So the moon over here says, finding the balance of what it is you truly need and bringing in your real justice and your real truth with the Libra energy of this moon. This moon says, I want the balance, I want the truth, I want the justification. This is where the ultimate awareness is really going to start coming through for the first house, where you're really finding your truth and what you truly need. Where the overall awareness is going to strike you, where it's going to hit you, so that you can really go down the path that you really need for yourself. Everybody's situation is going to be a little bit different, and you know what it is. And guys, only watch your sun and rising. It's not going to affect your moon, your north node, or your Venus, okay? It doesn't. It's only the rising and the sun, okay? Last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. Like I said, this is going to be a very intense emotional time. You start cutting down and cutting out relationship communications, feeling like you need to go, just relax, put yourself into a meditative mode. You're going to probably feel that way. You might even feel, relax. How crazy. Excuse me. Get some water. Yeah, you're going to feel like you need to go relax, feeling like you need to relax. Your anxieties may be a little high, feeling a little worn out. Time to get into a mode to where you can go and look at the details, weigh the pros and cons within the situation. And like I said, a lot of people are going to feel this way. There might not be a whole lot of communication during March, guys, from a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be in this kind of solitude mode. That's what it's bringing out, because it's going to bring out the important piece of Saturn in Pisces is the emotional piece. Yeah, Saturn was sitting in Aquarius. It was, sitting over there, doing its thing, right? Doing its thing, right? Giving you freedom, wildness, doing this, doing that, whatever it's doing, right? Getting technological. Now it's saying, no, now I want you to get emotionally based. I want you to get structured. I want you to see what is going on within your emotions and your life. And I'm actually going to grab another one of these. I call them the Halloween cards. I like these Halloween cards. So clarify, please, on the first house for Pisces. Ooh, looking at blind spots. Where are you blinded? Where are you not clear? Things that you can't see will now be revealed. Ooh, and that's that. Accepts the challenges to gain the wisdom, pulling back that veil, saying, you know what? You didn't see this either, Pisces. Guess what? I'm going to throw this at you because this was your blind spot. You weren't aware of this, and now you are. Whoa. Yeah. Emotionally intelligence. Who's draining your energy? Who's taking energy away from you? Who's taking your life energy away from you? Who's a drain on your life, a drain on your finances, a drain on your everyday just lifestyle? What's draining you? It's time to release. Time to change. So it's going to bring in all these different things. Your intuition is going to be going. The water signs' intuitions, I think, are just going to be going straight up crazy, and especially you, because you're the first house. But this is really going to be a time where you're really going to know. Yeah, and you get a tower. I think we've seen this tower coming, though, guys, from another reading. Can't remember if it was you. We've had so many towers, because I know I keep doing these readings where it's like we had a tower during the Pluto Uranus area, and then we kept seeing another tower coming. But this is going to be that sudden awakeness, that sudden revelation that you're saying this is a disaster. But remember, this is right side up. So it's saying I'm going to give you this sudden awareness, and then I'm going to take it away, because I'm striking it down. I'm taking it away. I'm going to make you aware of what needs to be done. And then I'm going to release it. Or you can release it and not let me do it. Because if I have to do it, it's going to be more devastating and more chaotic than if you would have done it yourself. Ouch. So on the Capricorn, let's just get a card over there. Yeah, Saturn says this is time to release or let me do it for you. Oh, I might want to do that myself. I don't know. Could even be 2 in 1. I don't know, right? Capricorn says it's because you are a natural leader, a visionary. You need to overcome these challenges that I'm going to throw at you, whether it's at your career, your love, you know, because no matter what, the challenge is going to really be within your first house. It's going to be within yourself. So even if it has to do with love, even if it has to do with your career or anybody else within the situation, it's going to affect you first, the hardest, because it's in your first house. Right? So with the first house, it's saying, I need you to be more understanding of the realignment that's going on within your life with the self-healing, imbalances and excesses. If you don't want to become aware of the situation, it could just be so much worse. Right? Because it's going to go to the extreme. Right? You'll get a lot of karmic rewards of good. And then you also have these things that I need you to release so that you can get other things done. You know? But Saturn's more worried really about, at this time, he's more worried about the bad. You know? For the change and the awareness. Yeah, disappointment. There's definitely going to be disappointment. Could have some creative blocks at this time. Not feeling very powerful. But we already said that because your insecurities are going to come up as all these things are coming at you. Because you could be fearing the unknown, fearing the change. But you know what's coming toward you because you're watching this video. So when you start feeling this way, you're going to say, here it comes. Right? And for a lot of you, I just want you to know the reason that this is happening, and this is the truth. This is the truth, right? You put in all this hard work, and I am telling you, for the majority of you, you put in all this hard work for freaking nothing. And I do. You know, there is something here that needs to be completed that's burdening you. You put in all these things, and you're getting nothing out of it. So they're telling you, step away, step away. You know, so we can have a completion. Let it end. So that we can celebrate new, arriving, beautiful things for you. Stop dealing with all this stuff that doesn't make you whole. Dealing with this person who just causes pain and agony, but yet you're still trying to hold on to them. Thinking, yes, thank you, thinking you're getting the Ace of Cups, but you ain't getting the Ace of Cups, my friends, from this situation. I don't care if it's love, I don't care what it is. You're not getting that. You will not get that until you make closure and do what is right. Because otherwise you're holding on to something that is just going to be a fight. Yes, the fight for your life all the time. And all you keep saying is it can't get any worse. It can't get any worse. No, you're right, friends. It might not be able to get any worse. Right? But the problem is it's not getting any better. So why do we live in a world that says it can't get any worse than what we're going through now? Well, that's a kind of a give up area. And that's why Saturn says it can get worse and I will make it worse. Because this is settling for bull. When you can have the Ace of Cups. And I will make sure that you will try to get that. You know, you go back to whatever you want to do after I give you the Tower. That's up to you, right? Because then we can do this next year. Because I'm going to sit in your energy for 3 years. So you know what? You want to go back and then try to fix everything that I destroyed? That's fine, because we'll just do it again. Oh my God. Oh. Right? Someone may be careless with you. It could be a Leo. Or an Aries. Or whoever. And they're saying, I want you to be passionate, be adventurous, and live the life that you need to live. Hey, you know what? You can think of Saturn as being the big, bad, grumpy grandpa. Listen here, Cronus, you're just big, bad, and grumpy. No. But he's coming in with this impact to smooth things out. Try to, wake up, wake up. Okay, so the overall really for you is I'm going to do this so that you can find your Ace of Cups. Quit saying it can't get any worse, because I'm going to show you what worse could be. Oh boy. Geez, I can't wait to get to my reading. It's like, oh, okay. This went well. You guys are, this is the first reading. I'm going by houses. And mine, of course, I'm Taurus, so I'm in the 11th house. I have a long ways to get. And I'm like, oh my God, this is, oh boy. And I did my homework on these things too. And I mean, every time I do my homework, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is kind of a devastating little thing going on, right? It's not, for some of you, it's not going to be as bad as it actually sounds. And then for some of you, it might be horrifying. I don't know, but I was just sitting here thinking, because we're done with your reading now, guys, but I was just sitting here thinking, oh my God, if this is the way these readings are going, wow, Spirit, you are not messing around today. You are like, we're getting down to the nitty gritty, and this is the way it's going to be. My spirit guide is just like on target right now. She's just like, you're saying it this way. I'm like, oh my God. It's like, by the time I get to my reading, I'll be crying, right? I'll be, no. Okay, guys, you know what? It is what it is. But I mean, like I said, you are the leader of the pack over here. You know what you can possess. You know what you're doing. Okay. And hey, after this is all over, you really go for that Ace of Cups. Doesn't mean it'll happen tomorrow. It doesn't mean it'll happen after in April. It doesn't mean, you know what I mean? It depends on what you're doing, right? On how big of a deal you're doing, right? If it's small little things that are still impacting huge things, then Ace of Cups can come faster. They're really big things. It's going to take some time for, as it says over here, self-healing and all kinds of things, right? Okay. Till next time, my friends, please like and subscribe if you like this. This was a very intense reading. So, and tell your friends about me. Thank you. Bye-bye.